Thank you, PNG, for the gifts. Rapa Nui, can you be standing by? You are next after Papua New Guinea, to be followed by Samoa. Rapa Nui, if you can stand by, you're next after Papua New Guinea, to be followed by Samoa. Thank you, Papua New Guinea. Thank you, Tomas. Thank you, media, for making way for the big delegations. I think Rapa Nui is another big delegation. Thank you very much for your assistance. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to welcome the delegation from Rapa Nui, Easter Island. Thank you, Papua New Guinea. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now welcome Rapa Nui, the Easter Island.
After that pulsating performance from PNG, the crowd eagerly awaits the contingent from
I told you.
Easter Island.
I warned you. You haven't seen this before.
Also known as Rapa Nui.
But they need a lot of space when they're
Rapa Nui,
dancing.
of course, is the Polynesian name given to Easter Island, which I think it dates back to the 1860s.
Here we go. Easter Island. Welcome to Solomon Islands. Photographers, please move back towards the stage, please. Thank you, Samoa. Stand by. You only have 10 minutes, Samoa. Another big cheer for Easter Island, Rapa Nui. Make way on the stairs, please. Thank you, Rapa Nui. Thank you for the wonderful gift.
Again, I must comment
Thank you.
on the very impressive
The people of
costumes
Solomon
that the island nations are displaying here at the festival. First, not too long ago actually we had Papua New Guinea and now Rapa Nui, both very good examples of what we're talking about.
Ako tawan to. This one yeah, Himi no sabi lulukim dance here before yeah. Because Easter Island yeah, hard for cousin. So make use of this one because you might not see it again for a while. Rapa Nui, Easter Island. Give them a big hand, please. Thank you. Rapa Nui. That's not enough, ladies and gentlemen. Another hand for Rapa Nui. Please. They've come a long way. Samoa is anxiously waiting for their turn, I know. Thank you, Rapa Nui. Thank you, Rapa Nui. Give them another big hand, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the next gift presentation will be by Samoa, the first Pacific Island country to get independence 50 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the independent state of Samoa.
So there we had it, the Easter Islanders presenting their uniqueness to the Solomon Islanders. And now we await the participants from Samoa making their way towards the platform to present their gifts to Solomon Islanders.
Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we be upstanding for Samoa? The first country in the Pacific region, Pacific Island country, to be independent. They are 50 years today. Thank you, Samoa. You've done well. 50 years is a long time. Thank you. Now you can now be seated.
Your Excellency, the leaders, and the wonderful people of Solomon Islands, Talo Falava. As head of the Samoa delegation, 76 strong artists, artisans, and officials, chaperoned by our Minister of Education, Sports and Culture, Honorable Mangele Mawili Mangele, and his Associate Minister, Tu Ansi. I find myself in a privileged position to commend you and thank you, congratulate you for hosting this 11th Pacific Arts Festival. We thank you for the warm welcome and also your gracious hospitality and looking after us. Tonight, in harmony with the theme of this festival and in the tradition of reciprocity, we bring to you simple but very symbolic gifts of nature to thank you for having us here today. First, we would like to present the to'oto'o and the fue, or the staff and the whisk, symbolic of the authority and trustworthiness of the orator's words. Your Excellency, we ask that you accept this from the people and the government of Samoa.
Thank you, Samoa. Thank you for the symbolic gifts. Thank you, Samoa.
Next, we present you with the tanoa, or the kava bowl, and also the cup, which represent the concept of unity that unites us in diversity. Your Excellency, you may have had one of these before, but this is special to us. We hope you find it special too, because it's from the government and the people of Samoa on its Golden Jubilee of Independence, the 50th year since Samoa was declared independent. And lastly, the fue, or the fiber, very natural and original, which weaves our islands together in unity. Fafetai Tele, thank you very much, and we wish you all a very successful and a happy 11th Festival of Pacific Arts, Soifua.
Thank you, Samoa. Now you know why they nearly beat New Zealand, but not quite. In rugby, that is. Thank you, Samoa. Thank you, Samoa. I know you're 50 years old. You want 50 minutes, but I can only give you 10 minutes. Thank you very much, Samoa. Talofa. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give 50 cheers for Samoa. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Thank you. Only 2. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to invite our friends from Taiwan. Let's make welcome the Republic of China, Taiwan, to be followed by Tokelau. Taiwan, you have a lot of supporters in Solomon Islands. I wonder why.
So after the very athletic, exciting performance from the Samoans, we make way for
Can
the
I ask the other
Republic of
participating
China and
countries,
Taiwan,
please respect
who asked to attend, as we mentioned earlier, the Pacific Festival of Arts and gave funding support. They are also considered part of Australasia, and we welcome them to the 11th Festival of Pacific Arts. Have a lot of following here in the Solomon Islands, by the way. Republic of China, Taiwan, a friend to all Solomon Islanders.
Interesting display or performance there by Taiwan.
Good evening, brother and sister. We're from Taiwan. We represent the 14 different indigenous tribes in Taiwan. It's honor for us to be here, and it's the first time for us to join the festival.
Strength for the bridge that was to be
They get
set,
from
to be transported towards the platform.
the Sagdic dress. Traditional dress represent the
Bridge has
power
definitely done
and
its work.
leadership, and the flower represents the chief. Although the population for Taiwanese indigenous people only account for 2% of whole Taiwan population, this time we want to share the different indigenous cultures to all of you. Taiwan indigenous people, also called Austronesian people, we're from the same family, and we would just want to say it's really happy to see you all here, our lovely brothers and sisters. Hope you enjoy the festival. Thank you.
Thank you, Taiwan. Thank you.
It's good to have Taiwan with us. A very warm reception to our guests. Of course, the host nation that chooses the nations. They can choose to invite nations that are not necessarily
Parts.
No, this
part
is
of the
different
Pacific.
again.
That's right.
Let's give them a good cheer. Taiwan. It might be different, but look very carefully. There are some similarities between some of our cultures in the region.
Taiwan, of course, sent a delegation to Palau when they hosted the festival in 2004. And it was after that festival that a policy was created enabling the host country to invite non-council member countries that fit in with the Council of Pacific Arts to join in on the festivities.
Samoa, time is up. Come back to base. Can I have Tokelau and Tuvalu standing by, please? And can I ask the other contingents, please, can you come back to your original location when you came in? The other contingents, come back to your original positions. Look at this. You ain't seen this in the region. Let's give Taiwan a big hand. Thank you very much, Taiwan. Republic of China, Taiwan.
Again, it's great to have Taiwan join us for the Festival of Pacific Arts, and we look forward to them sharing more of their culture over the next 2 weeks.
According to my list, we've only got 2 presentations left, unless somebody tells me otherwise.
A great gesture of unity, by the way, there in the closing of their performance, hands together and very close to each other. Our brothers and sisters from Asia joining us and proving to be very much a part of the Pacific family.
If I could have all those delegations who are presented to be sitting in their original locations, positions, when they came in at the beginning of the ceremony, please. Because after the presentation, there'll be a final dance pass or whatever you want to call it.
And now we have the contingent from Tokelau. We have 32 participants from Tokelau present for this particular Festival of Pacific Arts.
To reduce your emission so they can help countries like us survive in the future. Your hat is to shade you from the sun. As you're all aware, Tokelau is going to be the first country in the world that's going to go renewable energy by December of this year. Here's our item for you.
Thank you, Tokelau.
Challenge there by Tokelau to other Pacific island nations to follow suit and pursue more renewable and environmentally friendly practices.
Thank you, Tokelau.
Nice to see some of the older generations from Tokelau being able to make the journey over to Solomon Islands.
Tokelau is happy and no, okay, not true. Ladies and gentlemen, we're nearly coming to the end. We've got one more presentation unless I've missed somebody. But before we go to Tuvalu, let me ask all the contingents, please, if you can come back to your original position when after the march pass, because we're going to do a dance pass after all the presentations.
There we go. A lot happening over the past hour with the gift presentations by the various countries. We're almost wrapping up the gift presentations. I think we have Tuvalu left to go.
Yes, that's Tuvalu, yet to make their official presentation to the people of Solomon Islands, and to an excited crowd. I think the crowd are not yet ready to leave the stadium. They are pumped and they are here to stay.
I must congratulate the organizers for putting this together. I mean, if this is a hint of what to expect, we're in store for quite a bit of entertainment, information sharing, and lots of creativity.
The weeks ahead, or the days ahead rather, are going to be very interesting, especially to view the different diverse expressions of culture and tradition of all Pacific nations. And for Solomon Islanders watching, you wouldn't want to miss the next few days here in Honiara and also in the other satellite venues across the nation.
And there we have it, Tuvalu taking center stage at the moment to make their official gift presentation to the Solomon Islands.
Thank you very much, Tuvalu. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the gift presentation, and it is now my honor to call upon the Chair Lady of the Solomon Islands Organizing Committee of the 11th Festival of Pacific Arts to come and say a few words. Ms. Doreen Cooper.
Thank you. Wow, what an amazing grand opening we've had. Fantastic, everybody. Thank you very much, beautiful people from the Pacific. You have made our Solomon Island people so happy. And we can hear the results of that from here. It has been a great opening. Thank you so much. I would like now to thank you all for those beautiful gifts, treasured gifts, very valuable gifts. And the Solomon Islands Head of State would like to thank you for that, and our government, Solomon Island government, and from the Solomon Island people. Thank you so much for some beautiful, very valuable treasures. We will keep them forever. Thank you once again.
In case you don't know, that's the lady who's had sleepless nights. I don't know how many hours of sleep she's had since the other week. But ladies and gentlemen, let's give Miss Doreen Cooper another hand, please. She's done wonders with the organizing committee. Okay. For the final, is it walk pass, dance pass, or sleep pass? Can I ask the liaison officers to know exactly where your positions to take your contingents, because those positions will be out of the way for the next stage of the program. So ladies and gentlemen, can we now ask you to do the final dance pass, starting with Guam and following American Samoa, Australia, Fiji, and so forth. And by the time you finish, you should be taken to your positions, and we'll have the center of the grounds free for the next stage of performance. Ladies and gentlemen, the final dance pass for the official opening of the 11th Festival of Pacific Arts. I said dance pass, not sit pass. Okay, if you guys not quickly, the Fijians are gonna lead. Come on. Guam's a bit slow. We're running out of time, so please oh, here they come, sorry. Sorry, Fiji, you have to wait your turn. Ladies and gentlemen, let's be upstanding for the final dance pass of the participating contingents at the 11th Festival of Pacific Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, the delegation from Guam. Followed closely by the delegation from American Samoa. Paftai. The delegation from Australia. American Samoa, Australia. And then Fiji, you'll have your turn after the Australians. All right. You're not going away yet, are you? Ladies and gentlemen, the Australian delegation. Liaison officers, can you take your country groups to the exact positions that they've been allocated, please? Ladies and gentlemen, this is our voyaging group. I haven't forgotten you. Cook Islands and the rest. Tahiti, yeah. I'll have to come on board the canoes soon. Yeah, I will. I know you'll throw me out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank all the voyagers and welcome the Fijian delegation. Please, liaison officers, take your delegation straight to the position that they have been allocated. Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't heard anything for Fiji. Please give them, I don't know how many cheers. Like I said, they've got all the flags here, man. You took all the flags from Fiji, no more flags in Fiji, eh? One participant, one flag. Ladies and gentlemen, French Polynesia, Tahiti. Please, liaison officers, make sure your country, thank you very much, French Polynesia. Liaison officers, make sure your countries go straight to the location that you've been given. Ladies and gentlemen, Hawaii. Hey, what happened, Hawaii? I didn't realize you all dressed up in black. Was a terrible opening ceremony, was it? Must have been the MC. Hawaii, let's give them another cheer, please. The Republic of Kiribati. Ladies and gentlemen, give our Wantoks from Kiribati another cheer. We're calling you Wantoks because there's a lot of you in this country. Nauru. Thank you, Nauru. Thank you. Are you sure this is not the entire Nauru population in here? But thanks for coming anyway. We love having you. The schools must have closed in Nauru, eh? No schools. Maybe all the offices are closed too. I hope the mining is still open. Nauru, thank you very much, honestly. New Caledonia. Thank you. All Kanakis. Thank you. New Caledonia. I can't work out what you're saying, but thank you for coming to the opening ceremony. Now, what happened to the All Blacks team? They're all taken off, eh? New Zealand. I'm gonna tell on you guys. You never came on the final dance pass. New Zealand, thank you very much. Thank you. I think New Way behind you was trying to compete with you. But I think they've got somewhere to go. New Way. Hey, some of the people behind you are asking, where's New Zealand now? Oh, there they are. New Way. Thank you very much. Well, the schools must have closed too, I think. All the teachers are here. Thank you, New Way. Liaison officers, please make sure you're standing where your country is supposed to be standing. New Way, Mwe. Those caves in New Way, something else, eh? The chasms, eh? Beautiful. And of course, Norfolk Island. They say all of them come from the same family in Norfolk Island. Which one is the dad, I ask? And the mom? Palau. Oh no. Where's Palau? Palau gone home. Okay. Papua New Guinea. You might as well come in as Palau and PNG too. Ladies and gentlemen, let's raise our hands for Papua New Guinea, the land of the unexpected. I wonder what happened to Palau. You may now be seated, delegates, VIPs. Thank you very much for honoring our participants. PNG. Oh, they went back and changed their shirts again. Boy, what happened to all the costumes? Oh, they are the costumes, the poor ladies. Oh, sorry, I forgot Rapa Nui again. It must be getting on. Rapa Nui. Thank you very much. Let's give Rapa Nui a big hand, please. Yes. Rapa Nui, you better hurry up before you're taken over by the Samoans behind you. These Samoans, man, 50 years. Too long again. Samoa. Thank you, Samoa. You deserve to be 50 years old. All the stability you've had in your country. Samoa. 50 years old this year. Ainsley, boy, look at you. They don't know who you are, so that's okay. Samoa, boy, you've extended your delegation or what? I thought we only asked for 50, and you sent 150. Thank you, Samoa, honestly, thank you very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the VIPs, you can sit down now. I know you've been standing for a while. Thank you very much. All right. The VIPs don't want to sit down until Taiwan's come up, so. Taiwan, our friends from Taiwan. Let's give Taiwan a big hand. You know, Taiwanese, the Solomon Islanders, for some reason, love you guys so much. I don't know. You better ask the Solomon Islanders. I'm not a Solomon Islander. They love you, Taiwanese. Must be all the vegetables from the agriculture mission, eh? Taiwan, thank you very much. All right, right at the end. Oh, not yet. Tuvalu is still coming. Tokelau. Tokelau, if you're good to me tonight, I'll change your capital. Tokelau, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand for Tokelau. Thank you very much. Please pass our regards to your Ulu. Ulu Tokelau. Thank you. Thank him for sending you all. And finally, but not the least, our brothers and sisters from Tuvalu. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand for Tuvalu. Ako ta wantok. Mino sabe what na ba mi doing with him you fala every province here. Because no one tell me, Bible stand up or mo how. Oh, ako ta sabe what na for doing with him you fala. By me break him little bit rule. If everyone dance 1 minute no more. Go ahead, Seleva. Ladies and gentlemen, we've gone out of the program. Let us see one soft performance by all the contingents from the house of the 11th Festival.
Delegations forming a perimeter around the stadium, making way for the special performance that's about to begin.
So now we're having the different provinces of Solomon Islands making their way into their respectful position before the special performance. This is Santa Cruz, or more commonly known as Temotu Province, in the easternmost parts of Solomon Islands. The closest neighbors to Vanuatu, Santa Cruz or Temotu. Vanuatu, who are yet to make their way to this Festival of Pacific Arts. There's been a lot of preparation put into the delegations from the different provinces in their preparations coming into this Festival of Arts. A lot of excitement and anticipation, and just excited about the preparation to be able to showcase themselves to the rest of the Pacific and also the rest of the world. What a platform. We have the different 9 provinces in Solomon Islands, Temotu, Guadalcanal, which is where the capital Honiara, where we are. And there's also Malaita, one of the biggest islands and also among the biggest populations. Western Province, the second most biggest province. And Isabel, Makira, Ulawa, Renal and Bellona. And also Choiseul Province, which is closer to Bougainville. And that's part of Papua New Guinea. Also the Central Islands Province, which is just next to Guadalcanal.
I want to let you on a secret. You know, we didn't perform, the national contingent didn't perform tonight. Because if you see us
come at the opening, you might leave tomorrow. Because you see, you might think that's the end of the show. So we're leaving it right to the end. So you're not allowed to leave. Thank you very much, Tomato.
There we see the participants from Tikopia, who are Polynesian, of Polynesian ethnicity.
You see, that I told you, all our visitors, come to Solomon Islands and experience Melanesia, Polynesia, and Micronesia. What a diversity. What a rich country. I am more giving space for the sister and brother how here. Space to Yvonne here. Yvonne, move down, move down. Move down. Come on, people. I think you're standing where the Lord Howe delegation is supposed to be. You be careful of those turmeric on their bodies. Might stink your eyes.
What a way to experience the Solomon Islands and the hospitality of this amazing country, especially for the participants from the different island nations who are making their first visit.
Special
to the Solomon
announcement
Islands.
for David Pau.
Definitely a lot of memories and photographs can be taken home.
Now we know our common brothers and sisters not here, but maybe just look at our brothers and sisters from Lord Howe. You know, that's how diverse the region is. Not only Solomon Islands, but the entire region. Ival lo temo tu una se foi ival dance. Me say you me hide him cause him last day, but
You know, tonight
Also,
we've
you will go back
witnessed just a hint of the amazing performances to expect, that we can expect over the next few days.